4,500 years ago, loading ships was a lethal gamble. Without deep-water harbors or advanced navigation, putting cargo on the open ocean meant fighting an entirely untamed environment. On the western coast of the Indian subcontinent, the Gulf of Khambat presented a massive geographical hurdle. The tidal range here is extreme. Water levels swing wildly, leaving coastal areas flooded one hour and reduced to impassable mud the next. If you want to load heavy cargo onto a wooden vessel, you need calm, stable water. Achieving that without steel walls, mechanical cranes, or modern concrete required a complete departure from the way other civilizations handled the sea. Overcoming that specific tidal volatility was the entry fee for global trade in the Bronze Age. Whoever could stabilize the water would control the flow of wealth across the ancient world. Ancient engineers bypassed the open ocean entirely. They moved inland, following the Sabarmati River, to establish Lothal in modern Gujarat. Zooming into the footprint, a hyper-organized metropolis emerges from the floodplains, terraformed into a strict geometric grid. While the Egyptians were stacking stone blocks to build monumental tombs for their pharaohs, the architects of the Indus Valley were pouring their engineering resources into commercial infrastructure. Lothal circumvented the coast's volatility by constructing the world's first known artificial dockyard, a remarkable facility designed to facilitate international trade on a human schedule, regardless of the water's natural movement. Looking at the excavated ruins, the scale of their solution becomes clear. This massive basin measures 218 by 37 meters, lined entirely with kiln-baked bricks. This cross-section shows how the dock operated. During high tide, water filled the basin, allowing ships inside. When the ocean receded, a wooden lock gate shut. A spilled channel drained excess volume, keeping water stable. Workers then used ramps to move cargo into an adjacent warehouse. To keep the whole system from choking on river mud, the basin was deliberately offset from the Sabarmati's main current, preventing silt buildup and keeping the deep water channel clear. Neutralizing the tidal swing gave the city a level of logistical reliability that natural harbors couldn't match. That same obsession with control extended directly into the city streets. The administrative Acropolis was elevated on 4-meter-high mud brick platforms to survive floods, physically separated from the commercial lower town. Beneath those streets ran a complex network of covered underground sewers. Almost every home featured a paved bath feeding directly into this main drainage grid. They even installed wooden traps at key junctions within the sewer lines. These filtered out solid waste, allowing the wastewater to flow out into the river without causing blockages. Thousands of years before European cities implemented basic underground plumbing, the architects of Lothal prioritized public health and sanitation at a municipal scale. The economic engine driving this pristine city was industrial manufacturing. Excavators found massive workshops dedicated entirely to producing highly specialized beads and ornaments. Skilled artisans worked raw carnelian, steatite, and shell into fine jewelry. These luxury goods were loaded onto ships at the dockyard and sold into the lucrative markets of Egypt, Bahrain, and Mesopotamia. This diagram illustrates an ivory scale discovered at the site. It features decimal divisions of exactly 1.7 millimeters, the smallest unit of measurement found anywhere in the ancient world. They standardized their weights to ensure total accuracy in international trade and taxation. Amidst all this rigid calculation, traces of their personal lives remain. Archaeologists found fire altars suggesting complex ritual practices and unique double burials containing pairs of skeletons interred together. Lothal operated with strict zoning, standardized production, and a dedicated logistics hub. It was a highly optimized, heavily regulated multinational economic corporation. The city eventually fell, but not to invading armies. The local climate shifted. Regional rainfall patterns changed, and the river system that fed their massive dockyard slowly altered its course, leaving the basin dry. For millennia, the city sat buried beneath the earth, known to locals only as the Mound of the Dead. It remained hidden until 1954, when Indian archaeologist S.R. Rao excavated the site and revealed the ancient walls hiding beneath the soil. While the city was reclaimed by the earth, these foundations serve as a physical record of a massive, coordinated maritime network operating thousands of years before the modern era. Today, that legacy is being revived. Under the government's Sagarmala program, Lothal is currently the site of the under-construction National Maritime Heritage Complex. The master plan represents an enormous investment in cultural preservation. Spanning 400 acres, the complex is backed by a budget of 4,500 crore rupees. Once complete, it will house 14 distinct galleries, covering thousands of years of naval history, alongside coastal state pavilions and the tallest lighthouse museum in the world. While the tools have evolved from kiln-baked bricks and wooden ramps to towering blue steel cranes loading massive cargo containers, the core logistical goal remains identical. The original basin at Lothal is empty today, but its ruins prove that the engineering required for global trade has been a part of the local landscape for 4,000 years.